Good evening. This is Vivian, and today is Sunday, beginning of another week, right? Okay, so we're still reviewing this book, A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Courage, and Wisdom by Cindy Spiegel. So, last night we talked about allowing yourself to hope and dream because dreams, what life is made out of, right? Because if you don't dream, what's the point of being here? I mean, you got to start living those dreams, or at least having some, have something that you're striving for. So allow yourself to hope and dream because dreams are the preview of your coming attractions. There you go. All right, so tonight we're talking about boundaries. Boundaries are healthy because you need to set some boundaries. All right. So, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you this story, all right? So, anyway, I'm going to read the anecdote and then we're going to get into it. Healthy boundaries teach people how to treat you, respect what you need, and trust your intuition. Don't be afraid to share your boundaries with others instead of closing yourself off. By nurturing healthy relationships, they become more functional, loving, and supportive for each person. Now, I just want to kind of really run through this quickly because I've got things to do. Things to go, places to go, and people to see, right? All right. So, and I'm sure you do too, right? So anyway, healthy boundaries. What are they and why should you set boundaries? Now, in certain areas of your life, it is healthy to set boundaries. What are boundaries? You're probably asking me that, right? They are a set of rules by which you want to be treated. It's telling the world what you will and will not tolerate in your life, and this is what you need and want for your life. So you have to set those boundaries. So keep in mind, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. Whatever they think of the boundaries you set for yourself is none of their business, really, because in the end, it's your choice. What do you want for you in your life, right? Here's the story, and you'll understand why these boundaries were set when you hear the story. Okay, so I had a situation where I was being inundated with friend requests from men all over the world. And their purpose was to find someone to chat with online and perhaps something more. But I wasn't looking for that. That was not my purpose, and because my focus was on my health and my business, right? But the situation got really out of hand because I was, had a dilemma because I'm a businesswoman, and as a businesswoman, you don't want to reject friend requests because that might potentially be someone who actually needs or wants your products or services. So I was going through and accepting these friend requests, but then I had the experience of people just calling me on Messenger out of the blue. No warning, no nothing, And the first time it happened, I picked the call up because it comes on my phone, it comes on my tablet and all that. So I had my phone by the bed. I'm waking up and I'm answering this thing and I'm going, hello. And this guy, I don't know, he looked Asian. Hello, baby. I'm like, hello, baby. What are you, who, first of all, who are you? And secondly, why am I getting a video call at 2 a.m.? So it's 2 a.m. And so I hung up and I immediately blocked the person. Well, this continued every day, all day, all night. I would be getting these calls and I would decline them, but they would keep calling back. And, it got so bad that if I kept declining, they start sending me unwanted pictures of themselves, X-rated pictures of themselves, and it was just driving me nuts, right? So I said, okay, I would block them, I would unfriend them, do all that whole 9 yards. But I subsequently, and I kept going, Lord, what can I do? So I posted a message on my Facebook page. And I said, look, I don't know what else to do. I'm not going to be disrespectful to people, but I'm being disrespected. And I do not, I am not here to get a man. I am here to do business. I am working on myself. I'm not interested in that. So if you are contacting me for a friend request because you're dating, then please don't do that. And please don't call me on Messenger because I will not answer you. It is rude and I think you don't have my permission. Well, it still continued because, people had no respect for the boundaries I had set. And, it's amazing how when you need something, it comes along right at the right time. So I posted in one of my groups that I didn't know what to do. I'm trying to be a good businesswoman and accept all these friend requests, but I can't keep doing that if this is going to be the result. So one of the people in the group sent me a link to a program that helps you manage your friend requests. Now, what it does is it lets you create messages in your on your browser. It's an extension, right? And you create messages in there, and it automatically sends these messages to everybody that sends you a friend request. And so I created the message and said, I'm almost at capacity on my friends list, and if you're sending me this friend request because you're interested in whatever business it was, right? Whatever business or product or service, then send me a DM and let me know where I know you from, and so I can approve or decline. Well, eventually, now it didn't happen right away, but eventually those requests stopped coming in because they got the automated message that said, here's what I'm all about. And if you're not in one of these categories, if you're not already a friend of mine or you don't want to do business with me, then basically, I'm done, right? I mean, it didn't say it in so many words, but that was the indication. So eventually they start getting less and less and less. And I think the last time I received an unwanted messenger call was about a week ago, and they hung up before I answered. I didn't even have to decline it. They hung up. So the message, I'm saying that to say this. If you set your boundaries, eventually people are going to get the message. Now, there may still be some rude people who don't respect your boundaries, but you have to let them know what your boundaries are. As long as I was just stressing out about this situation and not setting boundaries, I was going to continue to get those people. But as soon as I set boundaries and I decided, nope, I'm not taking this. This is ridiculous. I don't want this. And I got to do something about it. And when I reached out for help with this, I got the solution. So I am saying that to say this. Set your boundaries. It's okay. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of it. Because I did pose a question to some friends on Facebook when I did a live, and I said, well, what do you think was mean of me to say this or to make this, set these boundaries or not? But I knew for me it was not. It was just a boundary that I needed to set so that I can continue on with my business and I can continue on with my life without having to deal with that situation. So whatever boundaries you set, whatever anybody else's opinion is of that, that's their opinion. They get to have that, but they don't get to make that choice for you. So I also, I set a boundary that I'm not going to answer any calls, any unapproved. Because if you ask me, can you call me on Messenger, and I say yes, then you can call me. If you ask me and I say no, then no, you can't call me on Messenger. That's just the whole point. And so that was the boundary that I set, because, you know, it takes up my time when, especially when is the conversation or the contact is nothing having to do with anything that I wanted to deal with. So you get to decide what it is you want to deal with as well. You know, nobody gets to decide that but you. And so set your boundaries, because also it's going to relieve you of some stress and anxiety about how people treat you. You know, because, you know, as I've always said, people treat you the way you treat you. And, you know, for maybe a better way of putting that is treat yourself the way you want others to treat you, and they will eventually get the message, you know. So set your boundaries, because boundaries are healthy in the way that it keeps you from being stressed and having people do or say things to you that you don't want. So the way the book puts it is, don't be afraid to share your boundaries with others instead of just closing yourself off to possibilities. Well, yeah, there are possibilities out there, but once you set your boundaries, people know how far to go with you, right? It's the same thing like if you were dating. Say you were dating, or you were in the market to date, and the man or woman, you set boundaries as to what you will accept or reject. You know, I'm not going to tolerate this, and this. Well, you're being whatever you think, hun, but you know, I'm not going to tolerate that. These are my boundaries, and you have to respect that or step off. You know, that's how that is. It's not being mean. It's just you setting the boundaries for your life of what you will and will not accept. So, if, you know, some people think that you're being extreme, don't worry about that. That's your life. You get to do that. So I'm going to end there before I go off on a tangent, and I have to, you know, go and do some things right now before it gets too late. But guys, set your boundaries. It is helpful. It reduces stress, and it makes you feel like you're in control of your life, when in actuality you are. Okay, so thankfulness. I am thankful always for my children and grandchildren. I'm thankful that I made a firm decision today and I executed it. I'm thankful that I earned $50,000 or more per day from multiple sources on a continuous basis. That is an affirmation. I am thankful that the world is healed of COVID-19 and hatred. That is also an affirmation. I'm thankful for my healing this morning from a backache I woke up with. Just by saying affirmations and believing and receiving those things. So, you know, that was very nice this morning. I'm thankful that I'm finding clarity in my purpose. And I'm thankful that I am organized and determined to win. That's not necessarily an affirmation. It's just what's going on right now, right? I'm thankful that I have the knowledge to pass on to others while growing myself at the same time. And I'm thankful that I have life, health, and strength. And finally, last but not least, I am thankful for you and your patronage of my channel. And I appreciate that you are viewing, liking, sharing, and viewing my videos, and also bringing others with you to subscribe to my channel. Wink a wink. Anyway, so please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I wish you all the best in everything that you do. Set your boundaries and know your boundaries and stick to them. Don't let anybody disrespect you. That's my message. But also, if you wish to know more about the friend request managing software that I'm using, there is a link down in the description. It's almost at the bottom. It is an affiliate link, so if you go to it, it's actually free unless you decide to upgrade. So I don't get paid for the free version, but if you decide to upgrade them, yes, I will get paid for that. So, decide however, whatever works for you, but I'm sure that it would work for you, because it has helped me tremendously to manage my friends list and keep my mind on the other things that I need to do for me in my life. So, I hope you guys are doing well, your families are well, and that you remain wonderfully blessed. And so, I will see you tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wish you peace, I wish you love, and I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I have a great day. Bye bye. You have a great day. Bye.